What is happening, Scoop Nation? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the most electrifying updates right here, right now. The world of entertainment is buzzing, and you're about to get the inside scoop on everything you need to know. From blockbuster movie releases that are breaking the internet to critical shifts in major universes, we're diving deep into the stories that matter. Don't blink, because you might miss it. We've got a packed show today, so buckle up and prepare for a whirlwind of must-know information. Let's get straight into it. First up, a superhero icon is making waves, landing on a brand new platform with a massive global impact. This release is poised to redefine how we access our favorite characters, and the details are absolutely fascinating. Get ready for the full breakdown. Then, we're pulling back the curtain on a major cinematic universe, revealing how it's already building unexpected alliances and recruiting key players for its future. You won't believe who's joining the ranks. Next, we're hearing directly from the visionary architect of a beloved franchise about his unique inspirations, and the comparisons he's drawing are truly game-changing. Prepare to have your perspective shifted. And finally, a fan-favorite series is turning heads with a bold new creative choice that has the community buzzing. We're breaking down the reactions and what it all means for the show's future. Stick around for all of it, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single beat. Let's go. Superman soars onto Indian screens. The highly anticipated 2025 superhero blockbuster, Superman, directed by the visionary James Gunn, has officially landed on the digital streaming scene in India, making its debut on Prime Video. This release marks a significant moment for the DC universe, heralding a new era with David Corenswet stepping into the iconic red cape. For fans eager to experience this fresh take on the Man of Steel, the film is available for rent at Rs. $499, offering a premium viewing experience from the comfort of their homes. This move signifies a major play in the global OTT market, bringing a cornerstone of the DCU directly to Indian audiences. The film's narrative centers on a younger, approximately 25-year-old Superman, portrayed by Corenswet, who is balancing his dual life as the Daily Planet journalist Clark Kent and the city's protector. Gunn's direction, coupled with Corenswet's fresh interpretation, aims to capture the essence of Superman's character, focusing on empathy and an unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of humanity. This iteration promises epic action sequences, infused with humor and heart, positioning Superman as a symbol of kindness in a world that often overlooks its value. The storyline delves into Superman's efforts to regain public trust following his involvement in a global conflict orchestrated by the formidable Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult. To achieve this, he must rely on the support of his fellow superheroes and the journalistic integrity of his colleagues. Supporting Corenswet is a star-studded cast, including Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific, Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho, and Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl. Gunn collaborated with comic book writer Tom King to reintroduce classic elements, such as Superman's iconic hypnotic glasses, adding a layer of authenticity for longtime fans. The film also introduces Ultraman, an armored clone created by Lex Luthor, adding an intriguing layer of conflict and a unique twist to the plot. This cinematic venture is not just a standalone film, but the foundational piece for DCU's Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, setting the stage for future interconnected stories. Globally, Superman has been a significant commercial success, grossing $604.5 million and securing its place as the sixth highest-grossing film of 2025. While some critics noted the narrative's density, the performances, particularly those of Corenswet, Brosnahan, and Hoult, received widespread praise, with many describing the film as vibrant, sincere, and a much-needed revitalization of the character. The decision to make it available on Prime Video India at this price point ensures accessibility for a vast audience, allowing them to witness the dawn of this new DC era. Will this digital debut set a new standard for superhero releases? Get ready, because we're about to uncover how James Gunn's DCU is already recruiting members from another iconic superhero team. DCU assembles unexpected allies. In a strategic move that signals a bold new direction for the DC universe, James Gunn's ambitious plans are already taking shape, with early indications pointing towards the formation of one of DC's most unconventional teams. While the grand assembly of the Justice League might still be on the horizon, the universe is not shying away from building formidable groups, and the latest developments suggest a surprising recruitment drive is underway. This proactive approach to team building is a stark contrast to the haphazard strategies of the past, aiming for a more cohesive and fan-centric franchise. The narrative unfolding within Season 2 of the acclaimed series Peacemaker offers a glimpse into these burgeoning connections. The show, which seamlessly integrates into the new DCU continuity, follows the titular antihero as he navigates his peculiar life alongside his loyal companion, Eagly. A peculiar event occurs when Eagly disappears through a portal, leading Peacemaker on a quest that unexpectedly crosses paths with another version of himself, hinting at the multiverse's vast possibilities. This interdimensional travel and the reappearance of Eagly are not mere plot devices. They serve as a critical narrative thread, potentially linking various corners of the DCU. This focus on animal companions isn't limited to Eagly. The recent Superman film also features Krypto, Superman's superpowered canine, whose presence, while endearing, has also led to some chaotic situations. This recurring theme of significant animal characters suggests a potential pathway towards the formation of the Legion of Superpets. Imagine Krypto and Eagly joining forces, embarking on a mission to recruit other superpowered animals to their cause. Potential recruits include Ace the Bat-Hound, Gotham's canine crime fighter, and Detective Chimp, a primate with unparalleled deductive skills. While they may not initially possess the same gravitas as the Justice League, such a team could carve out a unique and beloved niche within the DCU, appealing to a broad audience with their charm and distinctive abilities. The current landscape of the DCU also includes Maxwell Lord's Justice Gang, comprising Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Hawkgirl. However, the potential emergence of the Legion of Superpets could offer a refreshing counterpoint, leveraging the universal appeal of animals to build strong fan engagement. The inclusion of these beloved animal characters could provide the franchise with a unique identity, differentiating it from its competitors and fostering a sense of inclusivity and fun. The groundwork is being laid, and the prospect of seeing these extraordinary animals unite is an exciting one for fans. Could these animal heroes be the key to a new era of DC storytelling? Prepare yourself, because we're diving into how James Gunn views the DC universe's inspirations, and his comparisons might surprise you. Gunn's DCU blueprint beyond the MCU. In a revealing discussion that sheds light on the grand vision for the newly revitalized DC universe, James Gunn, the co-architect of DC Studios alongside Peter Safran, has offered a fascinating perspective on his inspirations. Dispelling notions that the DCU is merely following in the footsteps of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Gunn has drawn parallels to monumental franchises like George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones and the expansive Star Wars saga. This strategic comparison underscores a commitment to building a universe that prioritizes individual storytelling within a larger, interconnected tapestry, rather than a rigidly defined, phase-by-phase approach. Gunn's approach to world building for the DCU is multifaceted, encompassing theatrical films, streaming series, and animation, mirroring the expansive universes of his chosen inspirations. While the initial phase, titled Gods and Monsters, kicked off with the recent Superman film, Gunn emphasizes that the DCU's connective tissue is designed for greater flexibility than the MCU's tightly woven narrative. He articulated this vision in a recent interview with actor Rainn Wilson, stating, "I think it really is a lot more to me what the Game of Thrones world is like or what Star Wars is like, because we're building a universe and then picking out little pieces of it and telling individual stories from that universe." This philosophy allows the DCU to explore diverse narratives and characters without being constrained by a singular, overarching plotline. Similar to how Game of Thrones spawned successful spin-offs like House of the Dragon and the upcoming A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and how Star Wars has expanded through numerous Disney Plus series such as The Mandalorian, The Acolyte, and Skeleton Crew, as well as animated projects like Star Wars Visions. Gunn aims for a similar breadth and depth. This model permits a more agile and story-driven approach, where individual projects can thrive based on their own merits while still contributing to the overall richness of the DC universe. The benefit of this expansive strategy is the potential for greater creative freedom and a more varied audience appeal. By not adhering strictly to a predetermined sequence of events or character interactions, the DCU can adapt more readily to audience reception and emerging creative opportunities. This allows for a more organic growth of the universe, where stories can be told in a way that feels most impactful for each specific narrative. Gunn's acknowledgement of this strategy as a conscious choice, rather than a reactive measure, highlights a deliberate effort to forge a distinct identity for the DCU. This perspective is particularly relevant as the DCU continues to expand, with future projects expected to flesh out this interconnected yet flexible universe. The success of this approach will hinge on the quality of individual stories and the seamless integration of diverse elements. But Gunn's clear articulation of his vision provides a compelling roadmap for the future of DC storytelling. Is this new direction already causing a stir among fans? We're diving into the latest fan reactions to a major creative shift in a popular DC series, and the debate is heating up. Peacemaker Season 2's new soundtrack sparks fan debate. James Gunn's distinctive flair for music is a hallmark of his directorial style, famously showcased in the Guardians of the Galaxy * franchise. Now, the highly anticipated second season of his DC Universe series * Peacemaker is generating significant buzz, not just for its plot developments, but for a notable change in its opening credits. The iconic high-energy dance sequence from Season 1, set to Wigwam's "Do Ya Wanna Taste It?", has been replaced by a new track, "Oh Lord" by Foxy Shazam, leading to a lively debate among dedicated DC fans. This shift in musical direction and accompanying choreography has divided the fanbase. On platforms like Reddit, reactions range from enthusiastic praise to outright disappointment. One fan expressed strong approval, stating, "Honestly love the change. James Gunn doesn't miss with music. There's always a purpose, and this also introduced me to new music." This sentiment highlights Gunn's consistent ability to curate soundtracks that resonate with audiences and introduce them to new artists. However, not all fans share this enthusiasm. Another viewer commented, "Personally, I wish they had picked a completely new style of dance for this new song. The Peacemaker S1 opening was lightning in a bottle. I don't think they captured that by reusing so many of the same moves for a different song with a different tone." This critique points to a perceived disconnect between the new music and the established visual style of the opening. Adding to the mixed reception, some fans initially felt underwhelmed by the new song choice. One comment noted, "Initially underwhelmed with the song, though have come round to it after listening to it in its entirety and now really enjoying it." This suggests that the new track may require more time to grow on the audience. Conversely, others found the musical pairing to be a mismatch, with one fan arguing, "It's just an awful song choice for the dancing. It just doesn't go together." This highlights the subjective nature of musical taste and its impact on the overall viewing experience. However, deeper interpretations of the song choice reveal a potential thematic significance. One fan proposed, "I think the song choice is about more than just tone. Oh Lord is a song about a child, Julian, being able to escape their real life by imagining being back home with their father. This season is going to be about Peacemaker starting to rely too heavily on escaping his own life into the life of his alternate self, who has a happy and healthy relationship with his father." This interpretation suggests that Gunn's music selection is, as always, deeply intertwined with the narrative's core themes, adding layers of meaning to the opening sequence. James Gunn himself addressed the pressure to replicate the success of the first season's opener, acknowledging the difficulty of surpassing it. "It was the only thing I was really nervous about," he told Sheeran Scoop. "People say, 'How are you going to one-up the first season?' You can't one-up the first season because, truth is, people didn't know a dance scene was coming." This candid admission underscores the unique circumstances that made the original sequence so impactful, and the challenge of recreating that surprise element. What's next for the DC universe and its evolving soundscape? Stay tuned as we wrap up with a rapid-fire recap of all today's biggest stories. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw Superman land on Indian streaming platforms, James Gunn's DCU recruiting unexpected animal heroes, Gunn revealing his unique inspirations beyond the MCU, and the passionate fan debate over Peacemaker's new opening credits. Don't miss out on any future updates. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the show, subscribe to Sheeran Scoop for your daily dose of entertainment news, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Drop a comment below telling us your favorite story of the day, and make sure to follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content.